in an all-new Dr. Phil.
Gina is so determined to make her 16-year-old daughter a model that she has her doing chores in high heels.
No pain, no gain.
Are some moms
This is her dream, but I'm motivating her.
You can't be serious.
pushing their kids too far?
This is about you living vicariously through her.
No, it's not.
Were
No,
you
it's
a model?
not. Yes, I was. My mom forced me into it.
Did your ears just hear what your mouth said?
Some pushy moms
Turn around.
are even hiring professional coaches.
We got some work to do.
You said, I'll do anything to get her to Miss USA or Miss Universe. She just said, I don't want to be Miss USA or Miss Universe. Have y'all met? This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
If it matters to you, that's what I want to talk about. We ready in the booth?
Take.
Let's do it. Go, Dr. Phil. Well, today we're talking to moms who say they are pushing their daughters to be the best in pageants, music, and modeling. But the question is, are these moms crossing the line? Are they going too far? Now, Gina says she has no problem pushing her 16-year-old daughter, Sydney, to become a supermodel and will not accept anything less than the best from her. But Sydney says her mom is just pushing her way too hard. See what you think.
You have to get this. This has to be done right. I want my 16-year-old daughter to be America's Next Top Model. Actually, better. Are you the Let them know they can smell your It ain't on the floor. It's on you. Sydney has modeled in over 100 events. You walk like in them. So you can take those damn shoes off right now. I push Sydney very hard. And quit walking like you got a stick.
She makes me feel bad about myself.
I told her, if you're serious about doing this, then this is your job. Isn't this what you want to do? Do your job. Is this your job? If I'm wasting my time, Cindy, we can just cut right now. You're going to put those heels on and you're going to walk your butt down that runway like you've never done it before.
It's hard to do the turning.
That's why you keep doing it over and over and over and over until you get it. We got all day. If your legs is about to fall off, then I know my job is done. Are you the Are you the That's the way you got to do it. On the days when my daughter is modeling, we have a very detailed routine.
No.
Sydney, it's time to get up. 5 a.m., do her hair and makeup. If this is what you want to do, you should get yourself up. We prepare her diet. No junk food. Carrots, oranges, crackers, plenty of water. That's what you have to have.
She'll say, you'll get fat if you don't listen to me.
Everything that you eat puts weight on you. Fruits and vegetables only. When you walk your ass up in there, they gonna say, when your fat ass lose that 10 pounds, then you come back and see us. We do exercise. You wanna be the chunky girl that can't get in the dress? Lay your ass all the way flat down and then come up. You weigh a $105 soaking wet. You can lift your ass up off the floor. They don't want no fat models. 100 jumping jacks. Smile.
What? I'm
Smile
doing jumping
because you're
jacks.
supposed to enjoy it. There you go. That's what I want to see. Walking up and down the stairs in her heels. I can see the workout in the knees. I see the point in the knees. That's letting me know that you're working something off. No pain, no gain. She practices in her heels from 1 to 2 hours straight. You want the whole audience to say, woo, she bad. I make her do all of her chores in her heels.
I wanted to quit 3 times in the past year just because of my mom.
This is your dream. Isn't this what you want to do? This is your job.
As you watch yourself on tape, what do you think?
I think that I'm teaching her how to get the job done. I'm showing her that this is your job. And if you're going to do this job, you have to do it right.
You think that's over the top?
No, I don't.
Okay, so that just seems reasonable to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Because out there in the world, they're going to be much tougher, a lot tougher than I was on her.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. You said something right at the end of that. You said, if this is your dream, then you do it. Get your ass up off the floor.
Exactly.
Is this her dream or is this your dream?
This is her dream.
This is her dream.
This is what she wants to do. She's saying...
Well, how come you're working at it harder than she is? If it's her dream, if it's her passion, if it's her identity, if it's her calling, then there would be a singleness of purpose there. And it sounds to me like this is all about you and not at all about her.
No, it's about her, but I'm motivating her. If this, we don't
Actually, you're not, but go ahead.
We don't have time for her to be wasting my time. We don't have time for her to be wasting an agency's time. We don't have time. When she goes out there on that runway and they want her to do a job and they're hiring her to do that job, they want it right the first time, because there's 10 other young girls, smaller, prettier, ready to snatch her spot. And if she said, oh my God, I messed up and I didn't stay up late tonight because I was too tired, I just didn't feel like doing it, that agency that's hiring her, they don't give a damn about that. They want to see it right the first time.
And how old is she?
She's 16.
Do you care about her?
I love her to death. I'll do anything in the world for her.
Well, so do you think that this is more about you than it is about her?
No.
Why are you the one that's doing all the talking? Why are you the one doing the schedule, doing the discipline, doing all of the things? Why is she not doing any of this?
Because when she gets to that point that Sydney will tell me, I want to do this, Mom, and this and that, then that day come along that there's a school dance or something that's happening. Well, I want to go and I want to go to the dance, or I want to go hang out with my friend, or I don't feel like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you know, come Saturday morning, you have a shoot to go do or something like that. They don't care about you wanting to go and hang out with your friends. You have to be on point.
You should care about her wanting to go hang out with her friends.
I do.
She's 16.
This is her job.
She doesn't have a job. She's 16. There are child labor laws. She doesn't have a job. She's 16. She needs to be a child. She needs to be 16.
And exactly. But there are plenty. Justin Bieber, he's working every day. This is his job. He wants to do this. This is her job. She wants to be a supermodel. Tyra Banks didn't get to where she's at by sitting on her ass and saying that when that audition comes, well, I'm just going to go and I look flawless so I can get out there and I can just come as I am. No, she had to work at it to get to where she's at. And if Sydney's going to get out there and do it, she's going to be the best. I'm not going to accept anything less. Same, I'm just as hard on her with her schoolwork and anything else that she wants to do. I'm not going to accept anything less.
You can't be serious.
I'm dead serious.
You can't be serious. You can't be, your parents can't do that for you. If it's a passion, you embrace it. If it's a passion, you want it. If it's a passion, you set your alarm. You wake up in the morning. You do the things that it takes. It's not that you've got a mother there pushing you to the point that she wants to burn out. I mean, she said she tried to quit 3 times in the last year because of you.
And she also came back those 3 times because of me and said, Mom, I really want to do this. I'm really serious about this. And if you're serious about this and you're going to do it, that's taking time away from me. That's taking time away from the other children. That's taking time away from my job. If you just want to go in and just do this as a hobby, then we can just play around with it on the weekends and I can take pictures of you and video. And I would be okay with that.
You would be okay with that.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah,
but if you're going to do this and you're going to be serious about it,
everybody believes that she would be okay with that. Stand on your head. Everybody believes that. Stand on your head. Nobody's standing on her. You wouldn't be, because this isn't about her. This is about you.
No, it's about her.
This is about you living vicariously through her.
No, it's not.
Were you a model?
Yes, I was.
And so do you want her to do the same things you did or do better or what?
I want her to be better than me. I want her to do much better than me. I didn't stay with my modeling because my mom forced me into it. She forced me to do it. It wasn't a choice. Right. I didn't go to her and I didn't say, this is what I want to do.
So did your ears just hear what your mouth said?
Of course, yes.
You said, I quit because my mama pushed me into it. So instead, I'm now doing what? Are you not doing exactly what caused you to quit?
No, I'm not doing that.
Well, your mother must have been hell on wheels then.
I took her out of modeling. I stopped it because she wasn't putting her all into it. I took her out and I said, Sydney, if this is just going to be a joke to you and you just want to do it sometimes, then you know what? We're not going to put our all into this. We're not going to do this. When you come back and you're serious about this as being your job because you want to go to the top, then you come and you let me know.
Well, I'm serious about my job, and my job says I need to take a break. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, mother-in-laws
My mom is trying to control my marriage.
and son-in-laws
Terry is trying to make me out to be a monster.
face off.
Do you believe he's physically abusive?
Absolutely not.
The arguments get so intense,
I'm not interested in any more bickering.
you won't believe what happens next.
I'm sending you guys backstage. Somebody's lying, and I want somebody to come back here and tell me the truth.
Then on Wednesday, did she allow her ex-husband
You saw him on top of your daughter.
I didn't know exactly what I saw.
to molest her daughters?
They're saying that you knew it went on.
That's Wednesday.
Don't twist. Don't twist. You walk. One leg in front of the other. You walk. If you want to do attitude like you know you the stuff. Like you know you got it. Let's go. Walk. If you're going to do it right. Do it perfectly.
Well, Gina seems to be convinced that her way of training Sydney to be a model is the best way, even telling her that she better have blisters on her feet after practicing in heels. So this is a blood sport for you. I mean, you think no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
And what is the end game? When is enough enough? She's gonna get discovered, and what?
When she gets that big contract and she's at the top of her game, and then it's time for her to move on to something else, but she has to keep working at it in order for her to be her best, because there's someone that's always going to be there ready to snatch her spot.
Well,
always.
But you know
She
that'll
has to be
eventually
on.
happen, and
it will eventually happen, and when it's her time to
Did you-
stop modeling, then she has to move on to something else.
Did
But
you
right
make it
now,
big?
This is her. No, I stopped. It wasn't my intention to make it big. It wasn't my intention to
so
model
you were
or go
just
into
doing it for the fun?
No, I was doing it because my mother said, "This is what you're gonna do." I was that child that.
Did your mother yell at you like that?
She was worse. 10 times worse. 10 times worse.
Now you come on.
She was 10 times worse.
What did she do? Did she have like a bullwhip or something?
She would, close to it. Close to it. It was, do as I say. I don't want to hear anything back. When she said smile, you better smile on point. When she said
Oh
to
my
get
God,
down
are
there,
you kidding me?
you better do it on
You're
point.
channeling your mother in this video.
No, I'm not.
You don't see that.
No, I don't. No, I'm not.
So give me your mother's version. What you just said, do those jumping jacks. You need to smile because you like this.
And you also heard me say, Sydney, is this what you want to do? If you want to do this, then you're going to do it right.
So what did your mother do? Give me your mother's version.
My mother's version, what? People have always said, oh, my God, Gina is gorgeous. She's beautiful. You know, you better put her in something. You better do this and that. I was already signed up before I even knew. When I came home from school, she's like, you have an appointment. You have to go here, this and that, this, not. Mom, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't ask you what you signed up for. This is what you're going to do. And it was, yes, ma'am.
All right, I know somebody who might disagree with Mom Gina here. This is a woman that was the first African-American woman to grace the cover of Vogue magazine, and since then, she's appeared on more than 500 magazine covers. Please welcome one of the original supermodels, Beverly Johnson. I'll let you sit right here because I'm going to ask you to do my job for a minute.
Oh, I'll try.
So, Beverly, how are you?
Oh, I'm terrific.
Do you worry when you've been in this and you know how competitive it is, and you've looked at this from the top down, of course, because there's no one that has ever been more successful, ever been more iconic in this industry than yourself. But
You're too kind.
But no, seriously. I mean, there's anybody on the globe doesn't know who you are. Is she pushing her too hard? Is she risking burnout here?
I understand, you know, you're doing everything because you love her and you want it to happen for you and for her. And there's nothing really wrong with that. But I think it's the way you go about it that's so wrong. And you so have to stop today.
So, what do you think about what she's saying? Of course, you can. I mean, I know I'm an old bald white guy. I know nothing, but you're hearing from the best of the best here, and she's telling you that you are going too far. What do you think about what she's saying?
I'm taking it all in, and I'm hearing it from the best. She knows better, you know, than anybody. And some days, you know, sometimes I do think that I'm going, you know, overboard, and I don't want to turn into that stage mom. I don't want to turn into my mother, you know, and I want her to love it, and I want her to enjoy it.
You already are a stage mom. You already are your mother. Now go ahead.
But I also don't want her to be stepped on. You know, I want her to be strong. I want her not to be easy. I want her when it's her time to come out and there's a complication going on because I can't be there every time, her to be able to step up.
Well, instead of wanting her to be strong, let's want her to be smart.
Exactly.
Because if she's smart, she can handle that situation or any situation where it doesn't have to come from, you know, physical strength or raising your voice, or demands and commands, and because that never works, exactly. You know, and it can come from a place of kindness and love and peace.
But we know that doesn't always work.
Well,
it doesn't always work.
Let me interject here, because you say that doesn't always work. Let me tell you what you're doing never works. Okay, so you can go from maybe what she's saying, and because, Beverly, what I hear you saying is you need a person that knows who they are and is very confident in that, and as a result will not let someone take their power away and bully them or take advantage of them in some way.
Yes.
And you know, that's what you're saying you have to be. What you're doing is you are demeaning her. You're telling her, you think you're making her tough by beating on her, but she is becoming submissive as a result. And you burned out at 25, right?
Yes.
At 25, you said that enough.
At 25, I had a midlife crisis. I mean, I felt that I was old, I was scared, there were new models coming in your daughter's age, and I really had to, you know, with the help of my family and the support of my mother and the support of my faith, my spiritual self, that I had to start to empower and to build that in order for me to say, you're 25.
Well, you said you had the support of your mother.
Yes.
And she doesn't feel your support. It's like when you pay kids for A's. You know, I'll give you $5 for every A you get. Well, now they're motivated by the $5, not from a desire to learn or to master material or to do well on their own. If you're a parent that always comes in and wakes your kid up every morning, then they never learn to wake themselves up. They always rely on you. It's you that does the motivation, you that provides the drive, you that provides the punctuality. They never internalize that and become self-motivated. And right now, your daughter's chance of becoming self-motivated is 0, because you do all of the drive, all the motivation from the outside. So she is a complete passenger. You are creating exactly what you fear, someone that has no drive, no confidence, no self-motivation, because it all comes from the outside in. We have to take a break. Next, we're going to meet Sydney and let you talk with her as well. We'll be right back. Well, Gina is so determined to make her 16-year-old daughter a runway model that she's put her on a strict diet, rigorous exercise plan, and even has her doing chores in high heels. The question is she going too far? Is there going to be backlash? Now, her daughter, Sydney, just had the opportunity to meet a world-renowned supermodel, Beverly Johnson, and that was emotional for you, right? Tell me why.
I want to be a model one day. She just inspires me.
We have been out here talking with your mother, and we have been telling your mother that her way of working with you, her way of kind of taking a drill sergeant approach and mentality with you may not be the best way to go about this. And you've quit 3 times, right? And
I wanted to quit 3 times. Do you really think she'll let me quit 3 times?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Is she pushing you too hard? Do you get tired of being yelled at?
Yes, I really do. I'm very sensitive, and I can't take it.
When you were just saying that you were shy and that you were, very sensitive, you gotta have thick skin in this business. I mean, you're talking about, going on a casting and someone saying, hey, wow, she's really, one eye is smaller than the other, and you're standing right there. And
they do this in front of you, right? They critique you right there.
Right in front of you, because you are your business. And if her desire to be a model doesn't weigh more than being able to take that kind of criticism, I mean, I'm not the one to make those kind of decisions, but maybe it's not the right career choice or what you want to do right now.
Sydney made a statement, it's a quote, and I wrote it down because I thought it was important. She said, and I quote, "Mom makes me hate what I love." What do you think of that?
Those are the words that came from me. It's like a flashback from what I was going through, and that's what I don't want. I don't want her to hate it. I want her to enjoy it. I want her to love it, and I want her to have the thick skin that I know she's going to need, because a lot of those girls are cruel. A lot of the people that's going to be judging her are going to be cruel, and they'll say things that was a lot worse than what you heard me say.
Okay, but what you're basically saying is, it's like if there are abusive people in the world, I need to abuse my child so she gets used to being abused?
No, I'm not saying that.
But that's what you're saying,
no,
exactly what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. Everything that I do, Sydney knows, above all, I love her to death. I love her to death, and what I do comes from my heart. Now, I may not be taking the right approach, and I have to learn that too. Like I said, I didn't go to be that supermodel, so it's a lot of things that I have to learn. But my overall is for her to make it, and for her to be her best.
Okay, but you're making a mistake here. You're saying that the end justifies the means. And that's just wrong-headed thinking here. I mean, one of the quotes that you said, "She doesn't believe me when I tell her how I feel about the way she treats me." Now, she said she makes me hate what I love, and she doesn't believe me when I tell her how it makes me feel the way she treats me. Now, at some point, you've got to stop yelling, and you got to start listening, and understand that you have a beautiful daughter here. Obviously, I mean, is she
gorgeous?
Yeah, she's got she's got the gifts, the God-given gifts, and you say you can't deny those. You shouldn't deny your gifts.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to take a break here. I'm going to add some other stories to this conversation. I'm going to add a mother who says her ultimate goal is to get her 16-year-old daughter crowned Miss USA or Miss Universe. We'll add them to the mix when we come back.
My mom is a drill sergeant when it comes to pageants.
You're going to look at the floor the whole time?
I'm not looking at the floor.
Mom needs to stay out of my way.
I do push my daughter.
I've had girls compete at Miss America, Miss Universe, Miss USA. Chop, 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 chop.
Well, we're talking today about pushy moms or just motivators. I mean, when do you cross the line and it becomes too much? Now, Linda says she's willing to do anything to get her 16-year-old daughter, Sydney, to be Miss USA or Miss Universe. And yes, I said Sydney. We've had 2 Sydneys in a row here. Different spelling, but same name. But Sydney says all the pressure from her mom just makes her want to quit pageants for good. Take a look.
My mom is really pushy when it comes to pageants.
You're like looking at it and thinking about it too much.
Well,
I think my daughter has what it takes to be a Miss America. I do push my daughter. I push her in her school and pretty much everything she does.
She is a drill sergeant when it comes to pageants because she wants everything to be perfect.
Your hands are like everywhere and you're not smiling all the time.
I was smiling.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you look at the ground. During training for a pageant, Sydney and I will argue daily. There's yelling and screaming and it gets pretty tense. Are you going to look at the floor the whole time?
I'm not looking at the floor.
Yes, you are.
She asked me to practice to walk in my kitchen.
Probably have a little bit too much bounce in it. You have a little bit of hesitation. Has to be more fluid. Do it like you mean it this time.
I'm trying. I'm 16 years old and I have to watch my weight constantly.
What were you thinking?
I look disgusting. Look how fat I look.
You look good. It's just you're going too fast.
No, I don't.
Sydney's body shape looks fine for a normal life, but if she wants to compete in pageants, you have to be in perfect shape, basically.
I think that my mom pushes me so hard because she wishes that she were doing the pageant because she didn't get a chance to when she was a kid.
Why is it a bad thing for me to push her to be her best in everything she does?
All right, to help me talk about this, Beverly Johnson, one of the most iconic supermodels in history, is here. What would you change about the way Mom motivates you?
Well, she's very pushy. She constantly makes me do things, and sometimes I don't want to do it, but she says that I need to do it. So I just think there should be a better way of going about things than just constantly yelling and nagging.
Yeah. Do you do that?
I mean, I'm a nagger, and I'm a yeller, but I'm Italian, so we yell about everything. I just yell. So I could yell, it's time for dinner, I yell about that. So I yell about everything. But I do nag. But it's just because I want her, if I'm going to invest, specifically about pageants, if I'm going to invest the amount of money it takes to enter a pageant, I expect her to try to win and do it.
Do you want to do pageants?
Well, this is the story. I came home one day, and I got this phone call from a lady that was interviewing me for a pageant, which my mom signed me up for, and I had no idea that I was doing a pageant because it's kind of like I didn't sign up for this. But after my mom and I talked about it, I was like, okay, I'll do the pageant. So I never actually signed up for it. My mom entered me in, and I got into it. And then after some talking, I agreed to doing it.
Now, what bothers me is you said, and I wrote it down, you said, I'll do anything to get her to Miss USA or Miss Universe. I'll spend anything. I will do anything. She said, you know, I don't know. I don't like the process. I might like to be an actress or a model. What I don't want to be is Miss USA or Miss Universe. You said, this is my goal. I will do anything. I will spend anything to get her here. And she said, the one thing I don't want to do is that. Have y'all met?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't force her to do anything she didn't want to do. There's so many...
You said you would do anything to get her to do it.
No, but I wouldn't force her.
Linda set up a meeting with a professional pageant coach, Kyle Haggerty, whose client, Carissa Cameron, captured the title of Miss America 2010. So here's what Kyle had to say after meeting Linda and Sydney.
My name is Kyle Haggerty, and I am a professional national level pageant coach. When I walk into a family's home, first thing I do is come in and I give them a reality check. All right, Sydney, I'm going to talk to you a little bit. I need you to not say anything. So I've had girls compete at Miss America, Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss Galaxy, Miss International. Basically, I say that I make girls' dreams come true. My job is to make sure that you know what you need to do to be winnable. And Linda, your primary job is cheerleader. Seriously, you cut checks and you cheerlead. If you have any issues or concerns, you talk to me about it, and then I will handle her. Mom needs to stay out of my way, period. This is their daughter's journey. This is not their journey. All right, can we look at clothes now? You are to never put this on in front of me again. Swimsuit, go. Chop, 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 chop. Heels, earrings, please. Turn around. We got some work to do. I never tell anyone that they can't do it. Do a swirl. Beautiful. Come on, pretty. Who does your extensions?
I do.
I'm a firm believer that anyone can win anything if they're willing to do what it takes to get it. If that means a nose job, a boob job, liposuction, dance lessons, whatever it takes. Tell me why you picked this dress out.
She picked it out.
Mom picked the dress out.
But she approved it before I bought it.
Believe me, mothers like to get in the way. I need mothers to stay out of my way, let me do my job to help their daughter, and all is well. That mom does not want my wrath because she'll get it.
Oh, I have something to say. I have something to say.
All right, go ahead.
He did the exact same thing. This is a professional, right? The exact same thing I was doing for Sydney. Sydney is 16 years old, 5'8" and a half.
No, Ma, that's different.
He's not her mother.
Exactly. He's not her mother. But he said, I'm making you a winner. This is what I do. I want to make her, if she's going to have people like this, come and tell her, no, that's not going to work.
But
and
now, wait a minute.
And there's going to be a lot of people that's going to do that.
Beverly's point is exactly right, because the last thing that you just said, you need to be a mother first, right?
Yes.
You're her mother.
Exactly.
He's somebody that you hire to bring in. I mean, if we said anything do you see any of yourself at all in Gina?
She's a little bit more hardcore than I am. I take a different approach. I mean, Sydney and I are more like, what? We're more like friends. We have more like a friend relationship. I don't have to get on her that much for anything, so.
She don't yell.
But the difference is, Sydney wants to do this. Sydney came to me about the modeling. I didn't go sign her up for anything. I didn't say, this is what it is you're going to do. I said, are you sure this is what you want? Mom, this is my job. This is my life. I want to be a supermodel. I want to go to the top as far as I can take it. Now, if this is what she wants, I'm going to back her with doing it, but it's just, you're going to do it right. You're going to be on point,
Okay, but you say if she's going to be successful, she's got to do it right.
She has to do it right.
Okay, if you're going to be successful, you have to do it right.
Exactly.
And you're not doing it right.
I agree.
You're not doing it right. I mean, it's just that simple. All right, we're going to find out, why is Linda pushing her daughter so hard, and is it for the wrong reasons? We'll be right back. Now, Linda wants her daughter Sydney to win a future Miss USA beauty pageant. But Sydney wonders if this is more her mom's wish than hers. Do you listen to her when she says she doesn't want to be in the pageant process? Does that say, well, I've chosen the wrong thing, I need to look for something different?
Well, you say that, but then if I say, okay, I'm going to pull out, she'll say, okay, I'll just do it, So it's like she kind of hem-haws about it. I mean, if she really said, Mom, I don't want to do this, stop it, I would listen.
But she doesn't want to disappoint you.
Yeah, it's a different story. I'll say it's kind of built up anger when I say I don't want to do it anymore because of the process we went through. It's like constant yelling at each other, and I just got so mad. I didn't want to do it. But then she would be like, well, this is a good opportunity for you. Why aren't you doing this? And she'll say, then I just won't do it. And then I feel like I don't know what to do.
What would you like for her to do differently?
Well, first off, she likes to sign me up for things without asking me, like a lot of things. Just, for example, the show. I'd have no idea about it until they called me and they're like, hi, this is the producer from Dr. Phil. And I was like, what are you talking about? So things like, if we could just have some more communication on these things, that would be great.
So you'd like the opportunity to say no before your ticket's bought?
Would you have said no to go be on Dr.
No, I don't want to meet you, yeah. But, for example, like the pageant, I was iffy about it. Like, I don't really think I'm pageant material, but I think that I just need more time to think about it. Like, I'm going to try it again, another pageant, to see if I really want to do it, but I mean, if I don't like it, that's it. And I don't want her to be, mad at me for me, giving it up. Okay, so you want to have the right to be involved, have more input to what you pursue in your life, and have the right to express your opinion without getting in trouble for it. Yeah.
And that would make you happier. Yeah. Can you do that?
Yes, but anyone that knows Sydney and I, Sydney treats me like her personal assistant.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
She acts like my personal assistant.
I can relate.
No, she acts like it.
You order me around.
No, I don't.
Yes, she does, honestly.
Oh,
I'm
my
being
God.
honest. So I can do that, but I don't know that. I think you enjoy it. You want me to do all the work, and you take all the reward.
If we discuss it, but if you act like my personal assistant, I'm gonna like it, and I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, well,
who wouldn't? Sounds good to me.
All right, well, I'm going to add somebody else to this conversation. When does a parent's competitiveness cross the line? Now, Louise says her 13-year-old daughter, Lexi, is a talented singer and actress with dreams of becoming a star. And she says she has no problem pushing her to the top. Take a look.
Hi, Dr. Phil. I have a very talented 13-year-old daughter who aspires to be a singer and an actress. Am I wrong to keep pushing her, knowing the hard work ahead of her? And am I wrong to want the world to see what I see on a daily basis and then to push her in this industry? If it doesn't happen, what has it done to her psyche?
All right, we'll talk to them after the break. Well, Louise says her 13-year-old daughter Lexi could be the next Miley Cyrus. And she's pushing for the world to hear her voice. But at what cost? Now... Let's talk about this a little bit. You actually sang from the stage here before we started the show.
Yes.
And and I have to say, I was backstage watching this, and the girl can sing. Can she sing? Or what? I thought you did a really nice job. Let's take a look at what Louise and Lexi did. Not just Lexi, but Louise.
Do we have anybody out in the crowd with special talents? Do we have any talented people out here today? Huh? Do we have any singers, any dancers? Is there only one person with a talent in this entire audience? Does she want to do it? You're a singer? Come on up.
Okay, so every opportunity, we're going to jump on every opportunity, right?
Absolutely, positively, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
At every moment that she gets to showcase herself, if I don't do the pushing a little bit, then maybe she won't be more apt to put herself out there. And the only way to make it in this business is letting somebody see you.
And how do you know that?
Just by experience. I mean,
what's your experience that gives you that knowledge?
I don't have the experience, but I do know.
So you basically don't know.
No, I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm just curious. This is a quote from you. I cannot explain how much I want this for her.
Right.
Do you want this?
I want this so bad.
And what's it for you?
I want to become a known singer and songwriter, and I want to be maybe in a TV show, or just I want to be known. It's my passion. It's what I do. I eat, sleep, breathe, everything. Every single day I want it.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't push. She pushes me for the right reasons, like go raise your hand, go sing. Who knows who could be in this audience today? It doesn't. I go to show tapings and I sing and I get handed cards all the time.
Uh-huh.
And it's what I want. It's what I do. God gave me this gift.
That's who she is.
Okay, so let me.
I just got the chills.
Anyone to say something? What did you just say?
I said, I agree with you, Alexis.
That's what I'm talking. So we're doing our job. Dr. Phil, I know you don't agree, but come on, I have seen your work, and when someone is wasting your time or whatever, you're like straightforward, cut the crap. I'm not trying to hear it. Are you wasting my time? You can leave my show right now, and that's just the way we're going for it with our daughters.
Well, I'm loving you more every minute. Seriously. Now, what do you want to say?
Well, I was just going to say, look, when she was 2 years old, this child was getting up on tables, taking brushes, and singing. And I'm like, where did she get this from?
Every 2-year-old
No, they don't. They don't. It was a natural ability that God gave her. And so as she progressed and got older...
No, seriously, all kids do that. It just so happens she can do it. The rest of them do it, but she can do it. I do hear things from you that suggest to me that this may be your passion. Whereas I hear from you, I don't want to be Miss USA. I don't want to be Miss Universe. I'm quitting. I'm burned out. Leave me alone. Shut up. I don't hear you saying those things.
This is the way I look at it. I will push her to the set. When she says, I'm done, I don't like this anymore, we're done. It's finished. This is what she wants. She pushes me sometimes more than I push her. It's a lot of work.
But you're going to make damn sure she does it right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Oh, you wouldn't say okay if she said I'm quitting, I don't want to do this.
She doesn't want to quit.
You would just say fine, okay, good. Let's go get an ice cream cone and do something else.
Yes, I would. If she said I want to quit,
Mom. You know what this is? This is the bulk flag. We'll be right back. Well, if you're wondering if you might be going too far in pressuring your children to succeed in anything, whether it's grades, sports, singing, whatever, go to drphil.com. You can click on Be in the Show and tell us your story. And understand, I get it. We have to encourage our children. We have to motivate them. We have to ask them to rise to their best level. But sometimes it has to do with methodology, and it has to do with boundaries. Special thanks to supermodel Beverly Johnson. Thank you for weighing in on all of this. And can I have the 3 young ladies up here that we were talking about? I'll come up for just a second. Right over here. Seriously, are these not just beautiful, delightful young women? I mean, really, just absolutely. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. So long. Thanks, guys.